It was sunset. In the distance, the long sweep of crystal peaks flushed red. Even before the Sirdar gave the command, Tashi dropped his heavy pack and turned to stare with familiar awe and admiration. The Himalayas. That was what the European Sahib called the mountains. Poor Sahib. He didn't know any of the right names. He even appeared to think sacred Chomolungma, the mountain over which no bird can fly, was something called Everest. Tashi privately thought the elder porters ought to tell the Sahib the truth, but they never paid any attention to what Tashi thought. Tashi was only 17. Toye was the only thing the Sirdar ever said to him. Climb. And climb Tashi had, up the glaciers, along the moraines. He'd lost track of the days, but then days didn't matter. They were somewhere in the northeastern Sikkim, preparing to make camp in the snow at 17,000 feet. And even though the work was hard, Tashi was enjoying himself thoroughly. This was why he had left home, to see the great world. Not that he didn't love his home too. Home was good, especially when his father sent him out with the yaks to wander, free and alone, even higher than they were now, under the walls of the great mountains. Tashi didn't daydream of home long. The Sirdar snapped commands that began the evening routine of pitching the Sahib's tent and making a tiny fire to brew his tea. After walking all day, the Sahib naturally took a walk, and Tashi grinned to himself as he went about his work. He'd never met a Sahib before, and he had to wonder if they were all so odd. This one, from some place called England, was a major in something called the Indian Army Medical Corps. The word around the camp was that he was going to write a book about Tashi's mountains. Tashi knew what books were. He'd seen one once, a rare thing, in a monastery, and he was impressed with the Sahib.